Okay. Oh, hiya, Chief. I'm glad to hear it. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. No one takes on a murder trial after balance. There's a lot about you, and as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I was mistaken. Mistaken? You need to defend him for this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of my current job. It's one of the reasons I came this way. It's over. My life, everything, it's all over. Is that your client screaming right now? Yes. Death, despair. Oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. Sounds like you want to die. Yeah. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell me you're guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished! Can't live in the world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? Yep. It's been about 6 months since last time. Hopefully I still remember some things. The newspaper say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. The first case is fairly simple. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was a lucky sap dating her, Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school has the same. When something smells, it's usually the Butts. In 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault, he just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That I am one, which is why I tugged the case to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Hands shaking. Eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Maya Fey. I mean Mia. I never. Wait, I didn't get penalized? Makes sense, I guess. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? No, this one. Because I read the case report. Covered the cover so many times. Cindy stuff. It's... Wait, No way, I forgot. I'm drawing this whole blanket. Cindy Stone, yeah. God, my mind caught a blank for a minute now. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct? Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, first, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne?
Yes, Your Honor.
As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck by a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was?
The murder weapon was the statue of the thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts it into evidence.
Such you added to court record. Right, be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use the R1 button to check the court record frequently.
Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Now he gets excited easily. This could be bad. Lacks a vein, more like. Ahem! Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy! You look great together. You're Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped, she just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me, ever. What's it to you, anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is definitely what we mean by dump. In fact, she completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it, lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died.
Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder.
Dude, no way! The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, all the men who gave her money in gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude! You can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right, I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, now he has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I? God, I forgot which one this was. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That's cheating, she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, I'm gonna meet you in the afterlife. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this.
Let's continue the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite.
Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Oh. Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Stop him from answering. I'll send him a signal. Lie like a dog. Well, see, it's like this. I don't remember. You don't remember? Well then, we'll just have to remind you. I've got a bad feeling about this. We have a witness who can prove he did go to the victim's apartment that night.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery, you saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sowett to the stand. Mr. Mr. Sowit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct?
Oh yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Sarwich, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder.
I was going door to door, selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. And I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there.
Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sowit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Blackout record. Electricity to Miss Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime.
Now, Mr. Wright?
Yes, yes, Your Honor?
You may begin your cross-examination.
Cross-examination, Your Honor? Alright, right, this is it, the real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? And that witness must have lied in his testimony. Is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key, it's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present them rub it in the victim's witness's face. Victim? Okay. Open the court record with the R1 button and point out contradictions in the testimony. Time of death. Present. Wait, is that? Objection! Yep. You found the body at 1 p.m. You sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? This is trivial. They should have kept the actor from the anime. This guy's... Why is it just fucking intolerable?
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sarwit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.?
Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Great to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do, point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See everyone, and the whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now.
Would you care to give your testimony again?
You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding.
I see.
Uh-huh. Feels weird. Because due to justice for all and trials and tribulations, I'm used to switching between.
Objection!
Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video.
The defense has a point.
Do you have an explanation?
Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sarwit?
No, I find it quite puzzling myself, quite.
I'm just gonna drop the voice, because I'm probably gonna end up giving it to someone else.
Wait, I remember now.
Mr. Sarwit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. Those constant corrections are harming your credibility. Now then you seem rather distraught.
My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body.
Very well, Mr. Sarwit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. You saw a clock? I guess I would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Gladly.
God, I'm fighting.
Objection!
Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock, it was a statue. Now how is this supposed to be a clock? What? You with your objections and your evidence, just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sarwit. Hey, I saw it now, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Payne.
As the witness stated, the statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says time out loud. And as it doesn't look like a clock, I submit it as a statue. My apologies.
I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct.
Do I have any in his hand? Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction.
Indeed.
The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there.
Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sarwit. The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burnt into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is a baseless conjecture. Hey, just look at the witness's face.
Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
I never. Look, the clock. I saw. Shut up. I hate you. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her and he should burn. Burn, give him death.
Order in the court, I say.
Your Honor, a moment, please. There's a shred of evidence upon the defense's claims.
Mr. Wright,
Your Honor,
you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence?
the whole case is arguments. I don't think you're very careful. Try sounding the clock. Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sowett heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sowett, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing. Uh-oh, what's he talking about now? While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? You can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right, how can prove that? Damn it, we're so close.
Mr. Wright, seems you like the critical evidence to support your claim.
Yes, Your Honor. Not so fast, Mr. Sowett. Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away, not like this. Think. But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Yes. Wait, maybe you can prove it.
Take that!
Nope. Damn it.
Take that!
My brain just died, so I'm just throwing everything.
Take that!
Oh, of course it would be. Yes. I suspected that this would be the case first, but like always, pushed that thought to the back of my mind. When I remembered the blackout. God fucking damn it. Holy shit, he's just image of my dad. It's 4 PM here, it's 1 AM next now. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sarwit? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Badumch. Hmm? Order? Order, I say? Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness?
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. And find the true culprit at the same time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. And with that, this court is adjourned.
It turns out that Frank Sarwit was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sarwit let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sarwit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. I still can't believe it won. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. No. You fought your own battles in there. Yeah, I've not defessed a single one in that one. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no! I mean, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Windy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry.
Larry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts is... thanks. I really owe you one. Mia is Larry. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, or treat? Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence now? Actually, I made this card for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick, and she was just playing me for a fool. Doesn't that make you want to just cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me, it's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right, Wright? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about?
Take that!
I'm gonna make him feel a little better. Right, I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realise things change depending on how you look at them. People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never.